everyone. I'm Brandon Whited, one of the trustees with Titanic International Society. I'm here today in Spring Hill Cemetery in Huntington, West Virginia to talk about first-class Titanic survivor Eloise Hughes Smith, who's buried here. Eloise was the daughter of Congressman James Anthony Hughes, and she was born here in Huntington, and she divided her time as a child and young adult between this city and Washington, D.C. Around January of 1912, at the time that Eloise made her debut to society, she met a young man named Lucian Philip Smith. They quickly fell in love and were married on February 8, 1912 in nearby Central Christian Church here in Huntington. The pair departed for an around-the-world honeymoon trip on the RMS Olympic, and by April they were ready to come back home. Eloise was at that point about 2 months pregnant, and they made arrangements to return home on board the new RMS Titanic. Eloise was saved in lifeboat number 6. However, her new husband, Lucian Philip Smith, did perish in the sinking. What's really unique about Eloise's story is she ended up actually marrying another Titanic survivor from Richmond, Virginia, named Robert Williams Daniel. Though there were a few Titanic passengers who married after the disaster, Eloise and Robert were the only two who were not romantically connected prior to the voyage of the Titanic. They actually met on the Carpathia, the rescue ship. Buried here with Eloise is also her father, Congressman James Anthony Hughes, who after the sinking actually assisted with the American inquiry into the sinking. Eloise was married 3 additional times. Two of them ended in divorce, and another one also ended in the death of her husband. She was a very social lady of quite high standing. She was actually instrumental in getting the 19th Amendment passed in West Virginia. An incredible accomplishment for her. She died young at the age of 46 in 1940 in Cincinnati, Ohio, and was laid to rest here in her family plot in Spring Hill Cemetery. Unfortunately, the body of her true love, Lucian, was never found, but she was able to find comfort in the fact that she did give birth to their son later in 1912, and he was named for his father, Lucian Philip Smith II. On behalf of Titanic International Society and Eloise's granddaughter and great-grandson, I would like to lay these roses on her grave. And we'll take a look at her grave, spend a moment of reflection. And also her father, the congressman, beside her. Eloise is the subject of a book I wrote called Gilded Tragedy, West Virginia's Titanic Widow. It's the first full-length biography of her ever written. It's available on Amazon for those who would be interested in learning more about her story. And we would love to have anyone who's interested in join us as part of Titanic International Society. You can find out how to join at www.titanicinternationalsociety.org. Stay tuned to our YouTube page for more of our On the Road series. Thank you, everyone.